Right. So we are live now. And first of all, thank you so much, all of you, for the support you are giving to us. And today it is a very special day because we are launching our first doctor of our 100 CR club, Dr. Anupama, straight away from Bengaluru. And I'm very much pleased and happy to introduce her to all of you. And I will not take much time because she herself will be introducing to all of you today. The model is like that. So I quickly request my staff to please show the presentation on the screen, and let's proceed with the session. And the idea is we are finalizing, and we are like picking certain doctors across India who are the best in their field in many aspects. We have done a due diligence. I personally visited Dr. Anupama Center, so you can say our credibility is there. Indian Vaidya's credibility is there with all these doctors practicing from so much long now. So we are just trying to find out them, and we are trying to connect them to the entire world through this platform. We'll be sending this video to all of you, so please support us in this initiative. You also can share whenever you are seeing this session to the other people in your groups, WhatsApp groups, social media, and all, so that it will spread across. And especially people living in Bangalore and nearby can connect to Dr. Anupama as soon as possible. So without wasting much time, I think Dr. Anupama, let me just hand over the session to you. And the first question I want to ask, please let us know who are you, what exactly you are, what about you. So maybe we can just start with that. Thank you.
Sure, Dr. Piyush. Before starting, I would like to share a few words. Um, I've been a private practitioner for more than 21 years now. And like you would agree with me, private practice is very satisfying and it's very exciting. And also, it can be a very lonely journey. We are playing so many roles. We're just not Ayurveda consultants. We are we are the HR, we are the marketer, the people running behind any kind of regulatory documents needed, and we have to do. We are sort of one and all. So sometimes it does feel very lonely, and I have always felt the need to some kind of support for this for private practitioners. And after joining IndianVaidya's.com, I feel more empowered and supported. I know that if I hit a wall regarding any kind of marketing thing or any legal thing, I have a place to go to. So I'd like to thank you for the initiative of IndianVaidya's.com.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
regarding myself, I am Dr. Anupama. I am an Ayurveda consultant. I work in Shreshtha Ayurvedic Center. It's there from since 1997. I'm a gold medalist from Bangalore University. I'm winner of Dabar contest for best academic performance and several other academic performance recognitions I have won back in the day. And I'm also co-founder of Shreshtha Ayurvedic Center. It's a 25-year-old, well-known Ayur Family clinic in Koramangla in Bangalore. This year is our silver anniversary year. And we like to call our clinic as an Ayur Family clinic because between me and my husband, Dr. Santosh, we treat from common cold to infertility, everything. We have a panchakarma center, we have a Kottakkal arya vaidya center, we have online consultation, and then we have shipping of medicine. So under one roof, we are providing all the Ayurvedic necessities of a family. So we'd like to call it an Ayur family clinic. And I'm one of the first doctors to start online consultation in 2007 by launching ayursambhasha.com and consulting patients from all over the world. We didn't start online consultation when the COVID time started. As you know, Bengaluru is the Silicon City of India, and Koramangla and the surrounding areas are sort of the IT hub here. So we had several patients who go on site and keep traveling, and they wanted to continue treatments with us even after they leave Bangalore, and that's how the idea came to me. So I started this website, and we've been doing online consultation from 2007 very regularly. So during the COVID time, it was very easy for us because all our processes were already streamlined. The payment, the shipment, always all of them were very streamlined by then. And I have 7 years of corporate experience in Ayurvedic pharmaceutical field. As soon as I passed out, I was invited to join the BPRL group. You may remember this group. It's very popular for the brand iMall. which used to be one of the most highest selling NSAIDs of those times. And they were acquiring a company called Sagar Pharmaceutical, an Ayurvedic company. So they wanted somebody to come in to set up this entire division. They made this an Ayurvedic division of BPRL. So I got from the ground exposure to all parts of running an Ayurvedic division. We started from the basic, choosing the products, the formulations, vetting out the QC and the QA, setting up the marketing and the sales force, and then formulating new products to complete the product range. All of this I got exposure when I worked in Sagar Pharmaceuticals. And I also met several doctors to find out their genuine feedback about these products. For example, they had Sagar Pharma has this product called Anuloma. Even then, they had this product, and many doctors said even though it is very safe and effective, they end up giving more than 2 to 3 tablets at a time to get the desired relaxation. So I started working on a double strength and working on each formulation, trying the full spectrum extracts versus the whole herb, and then taking it to the doctors, doing clinical trials, and then again launching. So it has been a great experience. It was a very big learning experience for me with Sagar Pharmaceuticals. And then I joined Salvio Life Sciences, a breakout company of Himalaya Drug Company. This company had all India presence, and I worked under the uh, really big industry grades like Mr. R.V. Raman and Mr. Sudhir Srinivas, who are heading big divisions in Himalaya Drug Company today. So I got fantastic exposure and the corporate work style experience from these people. And I'm responsible for the formulation and launch of many of these proprietary market products which are in the market now, like uterine syrup and tablets, which is a uterine tonic, Anuloma DS tablet, which is a laxative, Decazyme syrup, appetizer for children, Windsor cream, topical for psoriasis, H-gum, Ayurvedic mouthwash, D-pile, piles, cream, and tablet. As you can see, I've worked with many dosage forms, and I also believe that to take Ayurveda to the masses, we have to make our dosage forms more patient friendly. So I like to work with more, keeping the Ayurvedic principles intact, work with herbs and make it in a form which is more acceptable to the modern generation. And during these working with these pharmaceutical companies, I have trained more than 100,000 plus medical representatives. I've been a medical marketing advisor for both doctors and Salesforce. It just worked out that it's like I was the bridge between the doctors and the company, because doctors they would know what language to talk to me in, and they were open with me, which I could, the feedback I could take to the company, and this was very valuable to the company as well. And even when it comes to the medical representatives, I sort of became a go between the company and the sales force, and I connected with them on different levels. I was also consulting for them. I was encouraging them to use the company's product. Whatever said and done, how much ever training you may do about your product to the sales force, unless they use it and they really get convinced that these are good products, the conviction with which they will talk to the doctor, it will be entirely different. And I also started a newsletter called Buzz. I remember this because it became very popular with the sales force. This was entirely for the sales force. So they could they could write whatever they want. They could send their recipes, their birthdays and anniversaries, and any kind of performance prizes. All this, we did this campaign, and it was very well received. And apart from that, I developed several visual aids and other marketing materials for Ayurveda pharma companies, and completed several website development projects for Ayurveda and herbal companies. At that time, content development was not really a big domain like this, and technical content writing about Ayurveda was unheard of. There was no copy pasting from Google so much like today, so I had to develop everything from scratch. And another very favorite subject of Ayurveda for me is the Ayurveda Ahara. And I believe that many endocrine and metabolic disorders like PCOS and diabetes, we are able to treat with Ayurveda so much better because of the detailed Ayurveda dietetics mentioned in our science. That too in Charaka, the Ashtavidhi Vishesha Ayatanani, I think it encompasses all the basic wisdom taking which we can really treat any patient very effectively by adding these principles. And about these Ayurveda dietetics, I have written several blog posts, which you can find on my blog, shreshthaayurveda.com. And I have developed a Vata Pitta Kapha Prakriti based Ayurvedic menu for a resort in Malaysia a few years back. And I'm very keenly working on developing a blueprint for Ayurvedic menu for restaurants for diabetes, PCOS, health enthusiasts. I'm sure even Dr. Piyush will agree that the ahara becomes very, very important in managing conditions like PCOS and diabetes, while most of the diligent patients also manage to do that when they are at home. When they are traveling, it becomes very difficult. Even with their best intentions, they are not able to maintain their blood sugar levels. I think in a country like ours, which is almost a diabetic capital of the world, it is a big gap which has to be filled for the health of our patients, and it can be easily done. And because Indian cuisine is very diverse, we've just become habituated to eating only rice and wheat, but there are several other options we have, and which should be offered in regularly in the restaurants to make life easier for diabetic patients. That's what I believe. I am an author of two books. One book is already available on Amazon. I have written about the PCOS holistic management with the Ayurveda. In this, I have spoken about the three-pronged approach for PCOS, which is Ahara, Vihara, and Aushadha. I have emphasized how Ahara, Vihara, and Aushadha, that in that order is very important treatment of PCOS, because you can't keep taking medicines forever. And finally, the Ahara, Vihara is the final treatment. And also, I have finished drafting another book about antenatal and postnatal care, which is in publication. In this, I have tried to simplify and make a practical guide to new mothers, because with the reducing support system, a lot of information anyway is available. I mean, Ayurvedic wisdom is available easily, but many of them find it difficult to follow them. That too in city life with not many people to support them. So I have tried to give them simpler, keeping the Ayurvedic principles intact. I have tried to give them simpler ways of following the antenatal and postnatal care for new mothers and babies. I have a registered trademark holding for two unique products. One is Anudina Swarna Prashana and another is Triambaka Churnam. Anudina Swarnaprashana is based on the Kashyapa Samhita principle of Nitya Swarnaprashana. So the gold bhasma quantity in this is very much lesser than what we give during the Pushya Nakshatra, since this is given on everyday basis. And we call this a daily dose of immunity for your child. We have been giving this to children from past 17 years, and we have had wonderful results, and parents from all over the world get this from us. There are several other benefits of Anudina Swarna Prashana. And Triambaka Churna or capsule is one of our flagship products. I'd like to talk about this. We have clinically tested and documented this product in more than 2,000 plus patients. We have tried this as a standalone treatment in many cases where there was fresh diagnosis of hypothyroidism, and also when they have just started taking 25 mcg of levothyroxine or any other brands. And in chronic cases where they still have a lot of symptoms, even though on paper their TSH looks lesser, they have many symptoms which does not come under control. We have tried it in that as well with very good results. We have complete documentation of all this, and we have tried it in female infertility cases where they are already on allopathic medication, but they're still unable to conceive. They have conceived after they have started Triambaka Churnam, because it not only takes care of the TSH numbers, but it also at the metabolic level, at the Dhatvatni level, it makes a difference. And when I started practicing, we didn't have many proprietary products which were easily accepted by patients. So I started making medicines at my own clinic. Now we have a whole range of products which are not available in the market. I mean, that was the idea. Okay, you don't have a product for this. Let us study the books and try to make it in an easily digestible form, or easily where you have better patient compliance. Since I started concentrating on infertility cases, I made several products to address specific challenges like increased serum prolactin, increased serum testosterone levels in PCOS, and lean PCOS, etc. All products are professionally packed, ingredients are mentioned, and they're available in tablets, capsules, dropper, and many patient friendly forms. Nowadays, the gummies are very popular. We have gummies in every form, Chyawanprash and B12 and calcium and everything else. During the swine flu time, when there was a lot of need of immunity and children were not accepting Chyawanprash and all our immunity churnas, I launched Shreshtha Herbal Chocolates for Immunity, and we got featured on several TV channels at that point of time. I made this is with pure chocolate. The chocolate, one chocolate had a Chyawanprash center, and another version was with Tulsi and Guduchi. There were two layers, one Tulsi layer and one Guduchi layer. And as a private practitioner, I have wholly concentrated on gynecology, and I have treated thousands of patients of PCOS and mainly infertility cases with PCOS and endometriosis, adenomyosis. And I'm also very passionate about counseling of adolescents and puberty related issues. And And I'm also probably a very one of those few doctors who offer the traditional hombale treatment to pregnant women. This is a traditional practice in Karnataka where we use the coconut inflorescence, the juice of the coconut inflorescence with herbs necessary for the pregnant woman. I have found very amazing results with this, and very recently also I treated an IUGR case with Hombale with excellent result. The child was born, the birth weight was 2.4 kg, while they were expecting is to be below 2 kgs. And these are some of my patients' infertility cases. Right now, I am an Ayurveda advisor at Sepalika, a women's hormonal health clinic. I'm available as a visiting consultant for infertility related concerns in Bangalore or as an online consultant. I am open to advisory roles for Ayurvedic companies to help with many aspects from market gap study, product formulation, and other medico marketing activities. I'm available as a trainer for marketing and sales force as well. These are my contact details. Thank you, Dr. Piyush.
Thank you, Dr. Anupama. I think wonderful and really nice to know about you. Although, like we did some practice also on this session, so I was aware about certain aspects. But yes, today I just want to request all of you who have seen this video now, as we are on the last part of the section. So, if you think that all the aspects which Dr. Anupama mentioned, be it the infertility to issue, be it the gynecological problems, be it the product formulation, trainings, and so many other aspects, the food aspect, the diabetic thali, so many aspects you can see in her video, that you can just rewind. And in fact, I will ask my content team also to straight away specify all the points. We will sit and together and specifically raise all those aspects which one has been discussed in this video in last around 18 minutes now, so that all of you can connect and correlate with Dr. Anupama in whatever the requirements and need you have. See, the only aim of Indian Vaidya's platform, in fact, one doctor I have seen has asked on the LinkedIn, what is this session about? So this session is about connecting. This session is about launching. This session is about our platform now wants to connect all of you to all the doctors who are practicing across our country, in the form of, like, today we have understood about Dr. Anupama. So she is a clinician, but she has so much of vast enriched experience of formulations, of product trainings, of content building, content writing at that time, where she is absolutely correct that nobody was aware about what exactly content writing in specifically related to the Ayurveda aspect. Then online consultation she is doing from last so many years. So all these experiences and all these, I think, exposures which she had will definitely benefit all of us, will definitely benefit all of you who are seeing this video. That is the only aim and intention of doing the exercise. And definitely we will be sending this video across the aspects, and specifically those people who are in Bangalore or nearby Bangalore, maybe connect Dr. Anupama for any requirement you have, or anybody in your family. so that they will be getting benefited. And I've seen people suffering from so many years and getting very good solutions in Ayurveda is very easy and a very scientific way to take it. But the point is lack of awareness. So we are not aware that, as like Dr. Anupama mentioned about IUGR aspect, we are not aware that a simple plant like coconut, a simple tree like coconut, can help us and scientifically help us in healing that as well. Na? So these are very simple, I think, traditional knowledge we have, and we know, and we call Dr. Anupama as the brand ambassador of these kind of traditional knowledge she is having. So once again, I will not take much time. Our intention is was doing this video at around 15 to 20 minutes so that all of you can quickly check about Dr. Anupama, and we will definitely bringing her more and more sessions on our platform. Ma'am, definitely you will be there for regular sessions. We will be having a detailed session to understand about the various aspects we have mentioned, like one topic each about the Ayurveda Thali, which you have mentioned about diabetes, PCOS, or maybe one session on the infertility and gynae practice in detail to help fellow practitioners. One session on the products which you are developing, the interesting products which you have developed. One session on your thyroid product. By the way, for thyroid also, you can just rewind and see this video if you want to manage through Ayurveda. So there are so many sessions, ma'am, we can do with you, and please take time and please be regular on our platform so that these sessions, either to the B2C people, the direct community, or to the B2B, means the doctors, should benefit from your knowledge, and that is the only aim we are looking forward. Thank you so much again
Sure, doctor.
for your time, and we are very much hopeful that we will be able to connect you to as maximum people as we can. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.